Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
And my name's Adele Quo.
And we're all here to bring you our inaugural week edition of the Arlington Weekly News for 2013.
Welcome visitors, right?
Marching right along here. Welcome to all of our viewers. Stick with us. We got a great show. We think so. News and Community Bulletin Board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green.
With a cool graphic, by the way.
with some new
Finally.
graphics. Stay tuned for that.
Finally,
our
yeah.
CBB Community Bulletin Board segment. And our reporter, man about town, Rich Masabny, is a little under the weather this week, so we're giving him the week off. Hopefully he's on the mend, and we'll be back with us next week with his report on clubs, entertainment,
And food.
theater, and food, and the like.
Although he never brings food.
Well, we got to talk him. We got to work on that. And Nort Beckerman is here with his Brain Healthy Minute.
Right.
News for seniors, of course. And then these two, my compatriots over here, were down on the mall on inaugural day,
Right.
with
And
a
Martin
video
Luther King
camera
Day.
and microphone in hand. And they had a good time down there and brought back some tapes. So we'll take a look at that to wrap up the show. But before we begin, here's a reminder.
That's right, Craig. Arlington Weekly News is available on YouTube, youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News, and the number 1, or you can visit us on Facebook. Craig.
YouTube and Facebook. A longtime Arlington resident and Virginia 31st District State Senator Barbara Favola has introduced a Virginia General Assembly bill to eliminate school bullying. The legislation gives a definition of bullying and requires school boards to stop any such activity. The bill also requires local school boards to enact policies and procedures for reporting, investigating, and addressing acts of bullying. The legislation requires each of the school boards around the state to add a portion to its code of student conduct addressing bullying. This is to be done coming up this July 1st of 2014. Check that. Daniel.
Obesity in children has been tied directly to heart disease, diabetes, and decline in cognitive ability. Obesity in children and the chronic disease that accompany it has reached epidemic proportions. And County Board Chairman J. Walter Tejada wants to stop obesity and reverse the trend in Arlington, so he developed what he calls Moving Forward Together. It's an initiative that incorporates county government, the Arlington school system, major universities in the area, some nonprofits, resident volunteers, and commercial firms in a coalition. To support this effort, the county got grants from several groups. The Moving Forward Together initiative covers nutrition, education, food preparation, community gardens, and regulating policy and physical activity. The initiative is targeted at both children, their parents, and caregivers. Over 80 people were at on Thursday morning's kickoff meeting, and the meeting focused on the problem of child obesity and was addressed by Mr. Tejada himself. In addition to childhood obesity, the Moving Forward Together initiative covers community diversity, sustainability, affordable housing, fitness and health, urban agriculture, pedestrian and bicycle safety. For more information about Moving Forward Together and the Arlington Healthy Community Action Team, HCAT, or just how did it involve, contact 703-228-6401 or email kgrace@arlingtonva.us.
All right, thanks, Daniel. And this item on our town hall meetings and community walks. This year, the county board will have 8 neighborhood town hall meetings and 2 neighborhood town walks across Arlington. Residents can attend any session to speak directly with county board members on any topic. No appointments are necessary. Each session runs from about 6 to 9 p.m. The next meeting will be Wednesday, January 30th. Visit the county website at arlingtonva.us to learn more about the county community meetings and community walks. Daniel.
Well, Craig, we previously reported that County Board Vice Chairman Jay Fizzett has been a personal crusade to reduce plastic bottle and bag usage in the county. Well, at the state level, a proposal by State Senator Adam Ebbin, District 30th, to tax single-use plastic bags used by grocery stores and convenience stores was defeated. The Senate Committee on Finance voted 9-5 against the measure. The bill would have imposed a fee of 5 cents for every plastic bag distributed by retail establishments, with retailers keeping a portion and the remainder deposited in the Virginia Water Quality Improvement Fund. Well, failure to collect and remit the fees would have resulted in fines of up to $1,000, but this bill is no longer under consideration. Craig.
And some education news now. Clarendon Education Center and the Syfax Education Center have moved. They are now in the Sequoia building at 2110 Washington Boulevard. The new facility is in the same cluster rather of buildings housing the Arlington Employment Center and the Arlington County Department of Human Services. A learning center in the new facility will provide space for adult education classes and the Arlington Education and Employment Program, or REEP. All APS Education Center offices at 1426 North Quincy Street, including the school board office and the school board meeting room, are staying in the same location. Daniel.
Arlington Public Schools is giving its stakeholders the opportunity to make suggestions to balance the FY 2014 budget. And the superintendent and the school board would like to know what choices stakeholders would make in closing the financial gap for FY 14. A new online budget tool shows the deficit that must be made up in order to balance the budget. And to start using the tool, visit budget.apsva.us/myapps/index.htm. The deadline to make suggestions is close of business on Friday, that's February the 14th. The APS deficit is projected at $16.3 million for FY 14.
Some more information now on Arlington Public Schools. The week of Monday, January 20th, is Virginia School Principals Appreciation Week. To commemorate this, a photo gallery of principals will be on display in the Arlington Public Schools homepage. As superintendent, Dr. Pat Murphy says, we all owe a debt of gratitude to our principals. Visit apsva.org to view the photo gallery. Daniel.
Diana Haberstick at HB Woodlawn Secondary Program Theater Arts teacher is one of 6 D.C. metro area teachers to receive a $2,500 grant from the Wolf Trap Foundation for the Performing Arts. The grant is to enhance arts curriculums, enrich classroom learning, and recognize the instruction and performance achievement of public high schools, music, dance, and theater teachers. Congratulations goes out to her.
All right, some information now on the Rosebud Festival. A few local filmmakers took home $1,000 at the Rosebud Film and Video Festival Awards over the weekend. The showing of the films was at Roslyn Artisphere on Saturday, and the award ceremony was held at the Clarendon Ballroom Sunday evening. The 22-year-old festival, it's been going for 22 years now, screened some 20 films for around 250 attendees. The winners were Matthew Pickett for The King's River, and Jamal Woods for Close Ties, Tying on a New Tradition, Laura Gamsey for The Creators, Robert Parrish for Next to Heaven, who is the winner, and Stephen Vagias for Gutted. Vagias also was awarded Best in Show for his movie entitled Gutted. The festival is administered by our very own AIM here, Arlington Independent Media, to promote the metro area's independent film and video community.
What an achievement, Craig.
Yeah, Rosebud in its 22nd year. All right, congratulations to those winners at Rosebud. And Daniel and I will be back with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board file, right after we hear from Adele Quo. And
It's easy being green.
Here's
Adele.
It's easy being green.
It's easy being green by supporting your favorite local green restaurant. With Valentine's Day around the corner, the inevitable question usually emerges: where is a romantic place to wine and dine your sweetheart? So eco-issues might not exactly loom large on your mind, but restaurants tend to have a big, old eco footprint that goes well beyond food sourcing. According to the Green Restaurant Association, GRA, the restaurant industry consumes a third of all U.S. energy used by the retail sector, and the average food service facility uses 300,000 gallons of water per year. Couple this with the fact that Americans are said to eat 30% of their meals away from home, spending more than 40% of their food dollars at restaurants. Reducing the industry's ecological footprint would go a long way. The GRA has been certifying restaurants for the past 20 years and provides a comprehensive and user-friendly method of rewarding existing restaurants with points in 7 environmental categories: water efficiency, waste reduction and recycling, sustainable furnishings and building materials, sustainable food, energy, disposables, and chemical pollution reduction. Like the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED system, the Green Restaurant certification ratings are rigorous and prestigious. It's not enough to say, wow, that restaurant has great vegan entrees. When a restaurant applies for green certification, it is paired up with a consultant who guides the restaurant through the points-based system and evaluates their operation across all categories. What chemicals do they use for cleaning? How is the water handled? What are the waste considerations? What about fabrics, candles? How about composting? Has the restaurant gone above and beyond the lighting, plumbing fixtures, and renewable energies? Some of the cool requirements that must be fulfilled in order to become a green certified restaurant might include a full-scale recycling program, zero styrofoam. A total of 100 points are necessary. Since food is one of the most personal ways you and your sweetheart can connect with nature and live healthier, don't delay to make your Valentine's Day reservation today. Impress your Valentine with the innovative and delicious menu that celebrates environmental responsibility in the urban food system at Founding Farmers Restaurant in D.C. or Potomac, Maryland. Founding Farmers Restaurant is the winner of the People's Choice 2012 Nature's Plate Award for Washington, D.C., and a 3-star certified green restaurant. Founding Farmers is owned by genuine, hardworking American family farmers walking the talk that the planet matters. Their holistic approach starts as stewards of the land. Family farmers working to operate wisely, promote sustainable agriculture, serve the community, and live green while serving delicious and sustainably farmed, grown, and harvested American food. So remember, it's easy being green by dining green.
Thank you, Adele, and what a great graphic, by the way.
Oh, well, thanks. I thought it was appropriate.
I like the founding farmers take off on founding fathers' name.
Exactly.
For that
A
restaurant.
little bit of a tongue twister. I almost said it a couple
Founding
times.
Farmers. Have you eaten there?
I have not yet. It's on my list,
Put
and
it
I
on your
hope
list.
that I get invited
And
for
bring us
Valentine's Day.
Back a sample.
Exactly.
I'd like to sample some of their wares myself. That sounds great. Thanks, Adele. Okay, up next is our little segment here we call CBB, or Community Bulletin Board, and here we go. From now to March 9th, there'll be a teen-produced interactive art and dance party at the Artisphere. This is a hands-on, interactive leadership educational experience for high school students. They'll be introduced to the Artisphere's creative opportunities. The program will engage teens in the Artisphere programming and promotions. They'll experience all of this while self-producing an interactive art and dance party for fellow teens. Teens will also have an additional opportunity to learn how to create video artwork, run and manage concerts, and How to be a disc jockey. Visit the Artisphere's website to learn more about this one. This sounds like a great one. Check their email at stand, is that correct? stand@arlingtonva.us if you're interested in participating on Saturday, January 26th. Daniel.
On
There
Saturday,
you go. You can try that one.
yeah, on
Good luck.
Saturday, January the 26th, there will be an intergenerational family Latin dance class at the Artisphere. You can have fun with your family while learning important social skills. The 2-hour class covers the basics of Mureju, cha-cha,
Merengue.
cha-cha,
Merengue
the
and
salsa.
cha-cha-cha. You got cha-cha-cha,
the class
right?
is taught by
That's good.
Eileen Torres, an acclaimed leader in the salsa community and
Did it in
Latin
that
dance professional with
phonetically for
over
you.
30 years of instruction experience. Be sure to wear your shoes with leather or smooth soles. The event is from 1 to 3 p.m. and is being held in the Artisphere Ballroom. The cost is $10. So, Craig?
Nominal fee.
Yes.
Here we go. January 29 is the deadline to submit photographic or video work for the Jurors' Choice Awards for photography and video. This exhibition is open to all amateur and professional photographers and video artists who live, work, study, or have a studio in Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, or the district. To participate, you must be at least 18 years of age. Photographers may work in any photographic medium. Video artists can submit work up to 60 meg each, no more than 5 minutes in length, and should not contain sound. Artists may submit in both categories, but must pay the entry fee for each category, and the entry fee is $30. For more information about these and other Artisphere events, visit their website, www.artisphere.com. And up next on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News is our brain health coach, Nort Beckerman, and his Brain Healthy Minute. Nort.
Hey, Nort.
I'm Nort Beckerman, the brain health coach. The brain is the control center of the brain-body system. The brain controls everything. All elements in the brain-body system exist for a reason. Each element in the brain-body system has a purpose. That purpose is to help ensure the survival of the brain and your cognitive survival. The actions directed by your brain are based on the information that it receives, that it thinks it's received, and is receiving. That information is stored in the brain's data storehouse as a memory. New memories are only made when the brain is processing new information. Brain cells that aren't processing new information will be starved and will ultimately die off. The memories that the brain has are used as a backdrop to interpret the information that it's receiving. The brain only knows what's stored as a memory. It issues directions based on what it knows. It doesn't know anymore. Your cognitive survival is based on the information that you have accumulated and the new information that you are accumulating in the brain's data storehouse. Make sure that you expose your brain to new information so that you can help ensure your cognitive survival. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. I'll see you next time for a Brain Healthy Minute.
All right, and thanks, Nort. Never forget, it's never too late to train your brain. So get out there and learn something new, read a book, meet a new friend, get a pet, whatever. Thanks, Nort. Here we go, as promised now, our News for Seniors segment. I'll put my News for Seniors glasses on again so I can read a prompter, and here we go. Volunteers are needed for the Northern Virginia Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program. A representative from the program will meet with seniors interested in becoming an advocate for persons in long-term care facilities. The meeting will be held on Monday, 28 January at 1:30 in the afternoon at Aurora Hill Senior Center. This is an important program and it needs people to speak up for those who can't do it themselves. Call Aurora Hills to register at 703-228-5722. Daniel.
How to keep from being a victim of credit identity theft will be addressed by Nyambo Anulaha. Nyambo is a business development officer from the Arlington Community Federal Credit Union, and she will make her presentation on Thursday, January the 31st at 1 p.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center. Nyambo will tell seniors how crooks get personal information, how to minimize risk, and what to do if you become a victim. Call Walter Reed to register at 703-228-0955.
That's a good one. Elsewhere in our news for seniors, for years, the Hubble telescope has been producing images that have revolutionized the understanding of the universe. Many of these images can be seen during a 3-part DVD series. Each part is 1 hour in length. There also is a lecture attached with that. The program is being held at the Culpeper Garden Senior Center beginning Monday, February 4 at 11 a.m. The programs will be narrated by Professor David M. Meyer from Northwestern University. For more information, 703-228-4403. Daniel?
And one of the biggest concerns seniors have is actually falling. Culpeper Garden Senior Center is hosting an educational presentation about ways to decrease the risk of falling. The program will be held on Wednesday, January the 30th at 11 a.m. The discussion will also include information about physical and occupational therapy. Call 703-228-4403 to register. And Craig, obviously we want to thank our own Judy Masomny of the Senior Adult Programs for helping us out with these stories. Thank you so much, Judy, for your hard work and dedication.
Okay. Finally, wrapping up now in this edition of the Arlington Weekly News, our inaugural week edition. My two cohorts, down here, over here, were down on the mall for the inaugural event, and they took their camera with them and a microphone, and they were talking to some folks. So let's see what they brought back.
Daniel Pineda reporting here in the National Mall, where we really had a chance to talk to people from all different states, and this is what they had to say. An estimated 80,000 people from all over the country came to the National Mall to see President Obama sworn into office for a second time. Locals Landarian, Arrington, and Neaka Hills wanted to be part of this historical day. So you said you're from Virginia, right? So how cool is it to be here in our nation's capital?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, the atmosphere is electric, and I mean, this is a perfect night. I mean, a perfect day for it all. And I mean, I'm just excited, more than excited to be here.
Talk to us really about the importance of the inauguration and especially MLK's birthday.
Exactly. This is one of those moments in history that a lot of people have been waiting for, and it really means a lot to a lot of people. And I'm just so happy to be able to experience this, and this is the second time around for Obama, so it's really exciting.
But the main message of the day is unity.
I believe that this country can do a lot better with unity. So I came today to see how everyone gathered together, and that everyone come together as one today, and trust and believe that this nation can be changed and that it can go in the direction that it needs to go.
Well, it's a dream for me. You know, it's something I know we all hope for, you know, the change or including people from different backgrounds and stuff. Never thought I'd see the day where people who, you know, everybody's just included and having a part in what's good for the country.
Reporters even say that the day is exciting and joyful.
A lot of these people traveled pretty far. You know, they could have just watched it on TV, but they decided to come out here and to take the trouble to travel all the way out here. And we just want to see what, you know, why do they feel it was so important to come out here and be a part of this?
This is actually my first inauguration. I've just been in D.C. for a few months. I know it's not as big as President Obama's first term, but still you can feel the excitement in the air this morning.
I want to give my audience in Denmark a sense of how at least some people are happy about what's going on today. I want to give them a sense of how Americans are very good at celebrating, how very good at making a big party. You know, Americans are very good at these big, huge events, and I think we in Europe and small countries are very fascinated by that. That you're very good at that. I don't think we're so small that we are not used to these huge events. So it just fascinates us.
Well, that does it here from the National Mall. Back to you guys in the studio. I'm now joined here with Adele Quo from It's Easy Being Green. She and I worked on this story together. Adele, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you, Daniel.
Adele, talk to me about your perspective and really your thoughts in this 2013 inauguration.
We met a lot of people that day, and it seemed that the overall theme that I heard was of unity. I think there is a lot of hope that we can now, with the elections behind us, to move away from the bickering and the divisiveness that we saw during the elections.
And in talking to the reporters, you know, some international reporters and some local news reporters as well, they really said that there was an excitement and joy, right?
You could definitely feel it in the atmosphere, and it was nice to see a nice representation of press from all over the world, just like we saw a nice representation of people from all over the country. And there was definitely this electricity in the air. There was a lot of joy. Even though it's the second time around, it was definitely still a cause of celebration.
And what is the main message coming from this inauguration? What would you have to say is the main goal that we can get out of this?
People are excited for the second term to begin, and the message seems to be one where people can come together. And again, I'm going to use the word that there's unity. That's the biggest message.
And your experience overall?
I thought it was momentous and a historical event for being the second term.
Well, thank you very much, Adele, for joining me today and helping me out with the story.
Well, thanks for having me, Daniel.
I'm Daniel Pineda reporting from Arlington Weekly News.
All right, and there you have it, our man and woman on the street down there at inaugural day. You guys were there.
It was fun.
You did it.
A lot of energy, Craig.
Good job.
Exciting.
Lots of people, lots of energy, and
historical.
You were successful. You got some interviews, you talked to people.
And reporters,
and they talked to you.
And it was slightly warmer that day.
And it was a little bit warmer that day.
Warmer than 4 years ago, yeah.
So good job. We'll look for more work from you too down
Absolutely,
there.
yeah.
Our intrepid team down on the mall on inaugural day. Well, that's about a wrap from here, from us for now. Thank you for watching. Next week you be there, we'll be here, and we'll do it all again. Have a safe week. Bye-bye.
Bye.